all want to be maxed out in every area. Not one person desires to be very weak in one area, strong in another, non-existent in another. Nobody desires that. Everyone desires to be maxed out in all areas, but very few people are. So that's why so many people get angered by my message, because I'm not just siding with them. They go side with the people that agree with them, and they all pick their niche and they sit in their comfortable little niche. But we all know discomfort is the catalyst for growth. There will be no true self-mastery without self-honesty. All these dudes are only proficient in one area. Who the fuck would want to live like that? You know, when you get around the person who's massively trumping you in the other area, your confidence goes out the window, or you're humble enough to say, I want to learn from that guy. The men who've never done what's hard, they're weak physically. They have no financial success, which is hard. They can't even do that. And they haven't overcame any massive, difficult life obstacles. So what are they even going to talk about? What wisdom are they going to give you? They have no other option but to read the Bible verbatim and not even talk about their own life or their own wisdom or their own experiences. They can't help anybody. That's why we were all pushed away from religion, because we had religious teachers that were so far from actually possessing wisdom, they thought they could just read the Bible and we'd be able to listen to them. There's no connection. They've done nothing. The fact that we have to reason with most you fucking idiots about what you really want is the biggest problem. You just lie. I mean, the whole thing is everybody wants the best of everything. And for what reason? Because that's the pursuit. It's not about the actual attainment of the thing. It's about doing what's hardest. When you do what's hardest, you build confidence. It's actually difficult for you. If you're naturally born in good shape, it doesn't matter that much that you're in good shape. But most of those people are stupid and they don't know how to make money. So then your goal would be to make money. You see the mongoloid fucks that are super good at fucking training and all that, but they can't make $1 to save their fucking life. It's about being able to max out every area, because that's the only way we know it was difficult for you. Nobody has all areas. You have to work on that. All the gangster ass motherfuckers, the real motherfuckers respected by real motherfuckers, they ain't done enough in real life. So they know they have a deficit there. They know they ain't adequate. They're like, fuck, I ain't really done enough. But they're real when it comes down to it. They're down to jump. They're down to handle business. They'll stand on their word, but they ain't done enough in real life. And then a lot of the squares, they've done enough in real life and shit, but they know they're straight pussy. So just there's no real people who've done both. And that's the reality behind it. It is so fucking rare when someone's elevated to the multi-millions of levels, legit, and built businesses and been solid, and they've lived that life to where they're real and you know their word is their bond. It's so fucking rare. And that's why I tell you guys to learn who the fuck you want to become before you ever go seeking all the money. You end up around the wrong people. Why do people get sent to rock bottom? Why? Why does it happen? Because who they were could go no further. And they weren't focused on building a better version of them and honing in on their skills and making them a more efficient individual with their discipline, with their mindset, and everything. So you get sent back to rock bottom because you've capped out where you can go on your current path. When you hit rock bottom, everything's gone, and you get to refocus on building you. When you build a better you, you will hit a higher point next time. Sometimes people are sent to rock bottom. Many times, when you go to rock bottom, it's always the time to work on you. So people who have very little means, their life is falling to shit, and everything's going, stop chasing holding on to the life you have. Let it go. Let it go, and then work on you at such a high level to where you fucking smash your old motherfucking life. You ain't facing adversity. You're not getting your way. That's entitlement. You guys think not getting your way is adversity. No, motherfucker. Getting your way and getting results in life, that's earned. Adversity is when something is going to fucking make or break you if you don't fucking pull it off right. Something is testing you to the core. Your life is going to be altered forever. That's fucking adversity. If you're not proving to us what's possible in this one life as a man, then what the fuck are you even doing? Speaking about situations, claiming you know about shit that you've never done? What are you doing? Unless you're showing us the actual results of applied effort and knowledge. If you're not doing that, then what the fuck are you bringing to the table? How the fuck does everybody not understand? Life is an eye for an eye. The person you become, the value you bring, the level you're at is how much money you're going to make. Why do you guys not see that the individual you are will not be making any type of crazy money? There's no possibility on earth where the individual that you are is going to make some large sum of money. You have no skill set. I mean, you're not bringing anything to the table. How the fuck are you all of a sudden going to be worth money? You have to build you first. And you have to get so lost in building you that that's the goal. And you don't give a fuck about money anymore. You build yourself so dope that the money's thrown at you. This is what you guys don't get. You guys sit down and talk about growth and healing as little girlfriends together in your sewing circle, but she comes to me for direction, motherfucker, because I stood up and forged a path that I knew was right in my heart. I didn't follow other people. I was like, nah, this ain't right. Men aren't bitches. I don't even feel right being this way. I need to wake up and fucking win, motherfucker. I need to go take shit. You guys, stop it, dude. You know exactly what you need to be to take the top spot. You need to beat other men. You need to be in a competition with other men at being the best version of a man. The biggest alpha in the tribe takes the spot. And people don't want to hear people say that shit, but we all know who came out and took the top spot very quick because you guys were all looking around. You didn't look inside and say, I know what I need to be. Hey, you guys, what if you shared something that you were proud of, that you did? Like you got ripped, you quit drinking, you made some money, you bought your dream car. What if you shared something that you did that you were proud of and someone you thought was your friend tried to shit on you? Get the fuck away from those people, but first tell them, hey, check it out. What the fuck is the matter with you? I'm just proud of myself. If you told me the same story, I would be proud of you and I would tell everyone how proud of you that I am. There's a lot of people that are way fucked up, and it's because they've lost so much in their life that they cannot say you're winning. Because if they say you're winning, that means by default, they're a fucking loser. They need to accept that they're losers if they ever want to win. How do people have friends that drag them down? I mean, you shouldn't be around people you don't respect or you're a bitch-ass liar. If you're someone who has friends that do shit that drag you down, that means you're a yes man, bitch, liar, and you keep telling them that you enjoy their company, this, that, the other, and you just never tell the truth. When you live like that, the power of your word turns into fucking nothing, okay? Now you're just fucking useless. You have no aura, no energy, nothing, okay? Do not be around people who drag you down, and if they do, tell them and try to lift them up. That's all it can be. You can either tell them you're rolling with me and we're going to the top, or I gotta go, you're dragging me down, I love you anyways. If you ever need my help to come to the top, I got you, motherfucker. Why is this so weird? Why are men so weak? Why the fuck don't you guys speak up? All day long, messages of this sort. Wes, I'm in a bad place financially. I need answers. Wes, I'm in a bad place physically and with my vices and my habits, and I need answers. What should I do? It's a whole lifestyle change. It's gonna start with you. First off, you're going to start with you. So we're going to build a better you through your habits, your disciplines, your mindset. And then the better you is going to find the answer very easily. You could say it's God that gives you the answer. Or you could say that finally you got the clarity to vibrate on that higher level to where you just saw it and believed in it and then went after it. A lot of you guys know the fucking answer. But since you're not working on yourself daily, you don't believe you can do it. Why do you think like there's no opportunities for you? When I got out of prison, everything was an opportunity because I killed it. And I got online and killed it real quick. You guys who don't think even this is an... I never missed on one thing that I was supposed to do every day since I exited prison. And in prison, It was 10 years of me building the individual who was unstoppable. So give me any task. If you want me to be a fucking brain surgeon and you say, Wes, you got 6 years. Most people do it in 8. Can you do it? Well, fucking, I won't miss anything and let's see how far we fucking get. I don't ever think about the outcome. The man who takes more pride in the steps it takes to attain the result than the result itself, he can't be stopped. Nothing breaks me. I like when shit's not going my way. If there's one thing you'll fucking learn about me is when it's not going my way, I do better.
Yeah.
So I'll be more ripped. I'll work out harder. I'll do better if I don't have someone, because then I'll be looking for it and I'll be fighting for it and I'll be wanting it. And I think everybody shouldn't get what the fuck they want right away. And all you fucking pussy ass kids out there who think like you're supposed to be giving shit so quick, you're missing that grit, that determination that makes you fight for years that we all need, you know? There is no excuse big enough for me. No excuse could ever be valid for me. I told you I was gonna fucking do it, and I do it. That's it. There's only one outcome. I said I'm gonna do it, and I'm gonna do it. You can't take the intrinsic worth I've put in my soul from the work I've done every fucking day. And that's what a true entrepreneur is. That's what a true man is. Someone who validates himself with the work. And I always have people who have trouble finding their validation in other places. I'm like, you only validate yourself with your fucking habits and the work, not the result. The man who validates himself with the work and the habits over the result itself, he can't be stopped. People always ask me about my process, and they're like, why do you get up so early? Why do you work out multiple times a day? Why do you do this? It's what do you get from it?
Yeah.
I'm like, it's what I get rid of. I get rid of all that fucking doubt, all them disempowering thoughts, all that fear. The fear and the doubt and all that shit that keeps you from moving forward comes from the fact that you sold yourself out. You told yourself you were going to do something, you didn't do it. How would you not doubt this endeavor? This endeavor is way more complex than you fucking getting up in the morning, or you fucking working out, and you don't even pull that off. So how are you going to pull off this crazy endeavor of, no, I'm going to get a mansion in Miami, I'm going to have a mansion in Cali, I'm going to fly private jets back and forth, I'm going to have multiple places, I'm going to throw these events, I'm going to sell these programs, I'm going to fucking be this worldwide fucking motherfucker. How are you ever going to believe in that if you're supposed to wake up at fucking 7:30 and you can't even do that consistently? Mm-hmm. You're never going to believe in anything bigger until you master you. I don't have room for error. If you have room to sit there and doubt yourself, sit there and be anxious, sit there and be all these negative things, you ain't fucking working hard enough. It's just, it's a luxury to have fear and all these other fucking doubts and these low-level negative internal states. That's a fucking luxury. In prison, anxiety doesn't even exist. You can't even go there. Like, you have real problems. You ain't just making them up in your fucking head by projecting to the future with a painful narrative. If you suck at being you, you're going to suck at everything you do. Like, if you suck at being you, you're going to be a shitty doctor. You're going to be a shitty lawyer. You're going to be a shitty fucking father. I mean, so the whole point is I'm so good at being me, I'll be good at anything. It don't matter where the fuck I go work. I'm never not going to choose to be the best me. So if you put me in any situation, hey, Wes is going to be the new best sandwich artist at Subway. I'll make the best motherfucking sandwiches ever because that's my name's on my motherfucking tag. Building confidence is holding your word to your fucking self. And it's all the small things. People want to jump to the biggest shit. It's all the small daily steps. And it's really about taking more pride in the process than the result. The man who takes more pride in the steps it takes to attain the result, he can't be stopped. I take more pride in my daily process. Every day I get up, I say, you motherfuckers can't stop me. Because in prison, they took everything from me, but they couldn't take me from me. Most people are gauging who they are when shit's going good. I gauge who I am when everything's so fucked and the bottom falls out and life is just at its fucking rock bottom. Who am I at that point is the man that I have to create, and that's the man I have to operate from. Because it's a biased measurement. If you're like, hey, this is me on my best fucking day. Like, I don't even gauge that shit. Only when shit's fucked, that's the man who I am. And that's why I never miss. Because most people miss because the day's a little off and they choose to fucking miss. The day's off, that's when I prove who the fuck I am. Everyone tries to act like they know what works for them. They're like, oh, that doesn't work for me. Motherfucker, in this life, nothing works for you, you work for it. Mm-hmm. So people think stuff's supposed to just work for you. Nothing works for you, you work for it. And the thing about that is, that's a mindset shift. Like, I could be doing the roughest task that's so uncomfortable, and since my goal is mental strength, I use that difficult task to speak to myself with congruent self-talk that makes me stronger. Everybody's being told to be too humble, and instead they're not being told to be, they're coming off too timid, too weak, too shy, too passive, and it's like, men aren't that fucking way. You gotta go attack the shit you want. You can't half-ass get it. Most people don't notice the path that's being laid out for them for success because they're taking the adversity as like a detriment when it's a blessing. You're being gifted the strength you're begging for desperately. You're asking for a way out, and then you're being gifted some adversity that's going to strengthen you in a way that's going to give you the way out. But most tap out of the work. It's crazy. I see it happening to people all the time, and I'm just always telling them, like, this is meant for you. And they'll believe it for a second, and then they'll let that belief just fall to the wayside. The only thing you should be doing from the moment you wake up is stressing like a motherfucker on how the fuck you're gonna make it, so you're not a loser in these coming years, and your family doesn't look up to you and be like, Dad, can I get that bike? And you're like, no. Or your wife's like, honey, are we gonna get that bigger house? And you can't afford it. There is nothing that I can't afford for my family. And the thing is we've got so jaded when it comes to money that my family doesn't even care about money. Like, the only people who can say they don't give a fuck about money are people who have money. You can't say it if you can't say that money doesn't matter if you don't have money. When you have money, it doesn't matter because you have it. It's not a problem anymore. The fuck is the matter with you guys? This is the biggest fucking shit show of people who literally denounce what they need the most and just fuck their lives up. When you step in that mirror, when you look at your life from a bird's eye view, when you really get to the depiction of where you're at, you have to be honest, and your conscience is going to call you to the first steps, and the first steps are always you, because the better you will get to your goals quicker. And this is the facts. People don't realize their level of success will never exceed their level of personal development. Amen. Success is something you attract by the person you've become. So what I want everyone to do, if their business is failing, their gym is failing, or anything financially is failing, they have to look at themselves first. And it seems so cliche, but it's so fucking easy when your habits are aligned with the outcome you want to get the outcome. And what people don't realize is their habits are not aligned at all. I mean, they're aligned with something that they don't want. Look at their diet. Their diet has them aligned with being overweight and not liking their body. I gotta win. It's a complete competition with my motherfucking self. I gotta win. I mean, if someone else can do it, then there's no way I don't believe I can do it. And if I believe I can do it, I better fucking do it. Or that's just me lacking action. I mean, everybody wants a certain position. Yeah. They say they believe in themselves, but they don't go invest in themselves. We invest ourselves and take the top spot because we ain't afraid to fucking really just put it all online. Yeah. Motherfuckers say they believe in themselves, but they don't put it online. They don't bet on themselves. So this is why when someone says I'm having a bad day or an off day, I say we are. You're never experiencing something that we're not. Someone like myself just perceives it differently and can go about the day differently. There's those days where everybody's vibing high. Those days are not good for growth. Those days are actually what happened right before. That's an expansion phase. Those days where everybody's at a high frequency state. Those days are the days before a massive contraction because everybody's so high, they feel so good, they do all the stuff they shouldn't do. They go fucking just engage in their massive addiction to comfort, and they fucking destroy themselves. They get back into a state that guilt and shame loop that's at the bottom of a low frequency state, and then they actually apply that to everybody else, and everybody else gets in this negative hypnotic rhythm, as Napoleon Hill would say. There's no such thing as a bad life, a bad career, a bad relationship, or a bad anything. There's bad moments. And if you string together bad enough moments, then people can define something in totality as good or bad, but there's only bad moments. And I wish I could really explain this to even like people who have been in my life. Like, what the fuck were you thinking? You're defining your life as something negative. It's just a bad fucking moment, and we can flip it. We have the power to flip this moment. How fucking stupid are you? They just don't get it. They get so caught up in their way of thinking. They get so caught up in victimizing themselves that they spin a narrative till they make it true. And this is what losers do. Losers lose so often that they have to win. And sometimes the way they win is creating a narrative where they lose and making sure it happens. It's fucking psycho. They're so good at self-sabotaging that they're like, see, this won't even work. This isn't even gonna work. And they make it not work. And then they're proud that they're right, that it didn't work. They're so against themselves, bro. It is the craziest shit I've seen people do. And I watch them do it. I'm like, you totally brought that scenario into fruition, right? They'll never believe it. They're so unaware that they don't even know they're doing it. Only winners can understand this, because they're watching you out of alignment with the outcome you want and fully aligned with the outcome you don't want, and then they watch you walk straight into it. There's two versions of you. There's a low frequency version of you, there's a high frequency version of you. Most people their entire life have defined themselves at that low frequency Zach, where nothing's gonna work out, I'm ugly, I hate myself, there's no way someone can love me, I'm not gonna amount to anything, why do I even try? That's the lowest, fucking horrible rock bottom, shameful version of an individual. And that usually happens because you're disrespecting yourself with your actions. So it would have to be some breaks in character, some vices that you're partaking in that totally just expose you to yourself that you're living incorrectly. How the fuck are you ever gonna grow if every time you have a problem you run to a substance? That substance is taking all the pain out of the situation. Pain comes from growth. Sit there, be present, experience that pain, and get your fucking growth. Do you want the gains or not? I mean, motherfuckers are just hiding from shit forever when they could just go through it. And like the most cliche quote is that when we grow through what we go through. I